Good morning. That's my breakfast, and I've been up for, oh goodness, almost an hour and a half now, 2 hours. I've done laundry. We did Bible study, which was about Matthew 10. Matthew 10 is a fascinating chapter. I think there's so much in there that we quote and all that kind of stuff, and I never realized it was all in the same chapter. A whole bunch of verses that I live by and didn't know they were all together. And then there's a whole bunch of verses in there that we don't look at, like the gospel and Jesus was sent not necessarily to bring peace but the sword, and that there was going to be all this separation in families because of the scripture, which we see all the time, and they see more clearly here even because of their traditions, because of where their tribes come from and things. They used to be like headhunters, and so even with the funeral they'll kill all these goats and pigs so that the spirits can go with the person that died. And we know that Jesus goes with us, so we're not alone, so we don't need to kill all these animals to go with them. But if you say that, you're going to cause separations in the family. And so the gospel can do that as well. We think of, in America, we're Christians are peace and love, and there is that peace and love, but there's also this truth that is going to bring separation because people compromise, and that's not necessarily a good thing. So that's my morning report, and I'll see you in a little bit. They use hot milk for their cereal. Didn't know that.
They want to stand more.
Okay. Out. In. Out. Out.
He gets one try.
Don't say
Hit the
anything.
pot. No.
So hard.
Control.
Thầy cấp gì mấy?
Sufficient. They use that word here a lot. You know, they ask, do you have sufficient water? Was your sleep sufficient? Is there sufficient food? I've always been taught that sufficient meant enough. And it does, in one way. But I think here it means more, did you have all that you wanted? Because it's not just like, I had sufficient food, I had enough, it's okay. But when they ask, is the food sufficient? They mean, did you have to your fill? Did you have enough? And so I think today God is sufficient, but not just enough. He is all and filling. He is truly sufficient.
So we're building up the well area, I think. Hey! I think those pillars are so that we don't have to use the wood one anymore to support the bucket for the well. So that's a row of fire burning out on the mountains, way out there. It must be a lot of fire because you can see it all the way from here and it's like close to the top. But apparently they are clearing the land and hunting deer at the same time. And apparently this happens pretty regularly. And I can't hold my camera still. Sorry about that.